Onslaught first appeared in X-Men Volume 2, May 1996. The mutant Onslaught is the sentient psionic entity created from the consciousness of Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto. During a battle between the X-Men and Magneto's acolytes, Magneto used his powers to rip the adamantium from Wolverine's skeleton, causing such extensive injuries that his healing factor was exhausted, and Xavier was so unhinged with anger over the brutality of Magneto's assault against Wolverine that he used his telepathic powers to shut down Magneto's mind and render him catatonic. During the psionic contact, Magneto's anger, grief, and lust for vengeance entered Xavier's consciousness, mingling with every long-suppressed negative feeling Xavier had encountered during the last 30 years. This result created the being known as Onslaught. Now, with that said, just go full nerd mode by joining Elm City Comic Book Collectors and click on like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to be notified when new content has been uploaded. Then, you will be an official comic connoisseur. So, going forward, Onslaught remained dormant for some time, but subtly began influencing Charles Xavier. After an attempt to spy on the new mutant Nate Gray, aka X-Man, a refugee from the world known as the Age of Apocalypse, resulted in the latter pulling Xavier from the astral plane into the real world. The aspect of Onslaught and Xavier was able to use this experience to teach itself how to manifest its own body. Onslaught offers Juggernaut a chance to join him in his effort to generate fear in a twisted plot to unify humans and mutants. When Marco declines his offer and decides, Marco, his brother, Xavier's brother, real facts, decides to warn the X-Men of the danger ahead, Onslaught uses his powers to mentally block Juggernaut from remembering its true identity. And then he got pissed and he just pimp slapped him from Vancouver to New Jersey. When Juggernaut crash lands and the X-Men end up finding him, Juggernaut was so shook he could only say one word: Onslaught. So, following the encounter with Juggernaut, Onslaught invaded a government-sanctioned Sentinel base. He downloaded the current specifications for the mutant hunting androids and erased portions of the memories of the employees working in the clandestine factory. Additionally, Onslaught had started recruiting others to do his dirty work, a few heralds here and there, right, for him, and first manifested himself to the X-Men when he challenged the teleporter gateway to test Cyclops, Storm, Wolverine, and Iceman by kidnapping them and sending them to face off against his agent Post. So, later, Onslaught helped Jean Grey and Gambit escape from the secret meeting held at the Pentagon, where Bassin, the crazy dude that hates mutants, the leader of Operation Zero Tolerance, that's him, met with various world leaders to discuss the threat of mutants. Onslaught's intentions was also occupied by another task: the recruitment of the immensely powerful telepath X-Man, Nate Gray, yes, X-Man, to do the job. The powerful entity knocked out Sebastian Shaw and Tessa to lure Holocaust from them, promising them immeasurable power in exchange for his loyalty. He's that dude. He then dispatched Holocaust to test Nate. Using physical force, Nate eventually cracked Holocaust's armor, though he was unable to breach the powerful psionic defense Onslaught placed around Holocaust's mind. Accepting defeat, Holocaust fled, but warned Nate that Onslaught knew his potential, and with that said, now he would come for him in person to claim him. Onslaught later sought out Jean Grey, hoping to convince her to join his cause with the offer of power rivaling that of the Phoenix Force. He took her into the astral plane, where he revealed damaging information about about Charles, the Professor Xavier. Such a long forgotten attraction, the Professor had Jean during the X-Men's early days, and hoping to recruit her Phoenix Force experience to gain more power. Jean resisted Onslaught, but he defeated her and sent her physical body back, fleeting memory with what had happened to her as well. Onslaught telepathically branded on her forehead. Gradually, Xavier's frustration with his dream of mutant-human harmony began to increase.